Why are people still agreeing to this paradigm? to this um, to this day to day of having to go to work. Usually, most people have to go to work in order to live, in order to have food, in order to have a house or shelter, in order to be able to have transportation and get to and fro, in order to be able to have health care. Why are we still agreeing to this paradigm that basically makes us live our days out like robots on autopilot in order to live, basically, to survive?
Because we have been led to believe that that is the only way. And because something is done for so long, it's like habit. So you don't even think of the other way. You're just complacent in the thing that has been happening for a long time. There's no change. Just sit still and relax. And if you're not even thinking, then it's really worse, because you're not even seeing the infinite ways in which something can be done, because it is an infinite universe. There's not one thing, one way of doing anything. There are infinite ways of doing one thing and many things. So there are many ways to do many things. So that's all you need to realize, and then stop following somebody else's way. That is dogma. That is not your way. You have your own way. There are 7 billion ways, because there are 7 billion people.
So basically you're saying is what we're in right now, this paradigm of everybody working and money and all these systems that are in place. These systems were put in place by someone, some group of people long ago, and we are still prescribing to this because...
Right, that was their way. So
Right.
that's their way. You do not have to follow their way. That's like slavery. The slaves were following the slave master's way, but the slaves had their own way before and after slavery. So stop following some other person's way. That is slavery, boss. Do you like being a slave? Huh? Answer.
And so we are slaves now because we're slaves to this money system. We're slaves.
But we're always slaves to begin with, because we come into the universe unwillingly. I did not say I'm coming here now, so I want to be here. You just appear and then people start telling you their way. You never even say your way.
You never even
from
get a
birth.
say. You just come into the world.
So you're coming in
and
as a slave to begin with. So why would you further that slavery by following somebody else's way? That's slavery to the second degree. You're double times in slavery now. Deep levels, 2 levels into slavery. So now you have to work your way out 2 levels.
And so I think people are really waking up to that now, and really questioning this whole paradigm, and do we need this anymore? I mean, we have technologies, we have all types of things now that can help us live better, that can help us take care of this earth in a way that preserves not only the life and the trees and the environment that we all need, but change the way that we live to where we don't have to depend on money or this system as the only system. And this system in many ways is slowly breaking down anyway. You can see it happening in our governments. People are dissatisfied. People are challenging the government. People are challenging police. People are challenging the school system. People are challenging healthcare. Because people are dissatisfied with these systems and this paradigm, and even if they're not fully aware that this whole thing can change, and we all can be a catalyst and involved in changing it into something that works better for all people, for all humanity. And I think that all of the racism and division tactics that are out there, not only race, but class and low income, poor, rich. All of those things are just devices to keep us divided and to keep us from the true fact that we are all humans, that we are all sharing this planet, and that we are all intertwined, connected. We're all a part of this.
Yeah. Understand this simple physics. There's only one light, white light, but it spreads out into the colors of the rainbow, which is the division. Don't focus on the division, focus on the truth, which is the one light, the white light, one color, oneness. That is the truth.
Agreed. And that's the truth, that we are all one. We are all connected. We come into this place and everything that we do affects the other, whether we want to admit it, whether we know it or not. But
Because you do not see or hear or feel or touch or taste does not mean it is not occurring.
Right.
You cannot see everything that is happening. You cannot hear everything that is happening. You cannot taste everything that is happening. So do not rely on your limited senses, or else you will continue to be that slave of the universe. Expand your vision and horizons and understand the truth, which is the oneness. That cannot be refuted or debated. That is an implied oneness. Like in mathematics, when you have a variable a, b, x, the one in front of it is implied. Therefore, you do not have to put it. So we do not see it, so we think it does not exist. But it is still there no matter what I think. So understand that. Whatever you think does not change the absolute truths of the matter. So you better figure out and ponder the absolute truths and the infinite possibilities. And then you will understand things.
right. And this whole idea that this whole idea that there's not enough for everybody. I think that's one thing that really kind of gets people in a tizzy and in a worry, especially when it comes to thinking about a world with no money. Well, we already don't have enough. There's not enough. But there is enough. There's enough for everyone.
But if there's not enough, how in the hell are we still here?
Yeah, and
Obviously
how,
there's enough. It's just being kept in a consolidated form somewhere.
right. And we're spending many, many hours, time, and money creating things that end up being wasteful or not necessary, especially here in the West. So there is enough. We just need to figure out ways to eliminate, maybe not even eliminate, but prioritize what is necessary and needed for everybody, and then add on all the other stuff, all the extra stuff that we think we need. We need to start with the basics for everyone. Every human being needs water to survive, food to survive, a shelter, and clothing. Some people don't need clothing.
necessities.
Yeah, the bare necessities. And then we can add on, we add on all these things.
If
And we-
everybody is not fed, clothed, or sheltered, then nothing is occurring. There is no progress. If every single person is not fed, clothed, or sheltered, then nobody is doing anything beneficial for anybody. So stop the nonsense.
yeah.
How the hell you can say you are advanced civilization and you can't even feed a person when there's plants and animals continuously growing?
Right.
Where the hell is the food? Who has the food? Give the food. Stop the nonsense. We are not advanced. We are dummies. We are like cavemen, boss. Cavemen were probably even better because they kept everybody fed and taken care of. Right now, everybody is not being taken care of. People are being given poison as things that make them better, but they're getting sicker. Food is making you sicker. Entertainment is crap, making you dumber and sicker. Everything is making us sicker because we are not taking care of ourselves by understanding truths and realizing to take care of somebody else, because at the end of the day, if you don't take care of them, they're gonna die, then that will cause somebody else to suffer, which will cause another to suffer, and it will trickle back to you. So stop thinking you're not part of something. You're here. So you are already part of it. You cannot get away unless you die or head out. And you're probably still there because of molecules and energetic bodies and your energy to begin with. So you're not getting away. So you better find a way to cope and make things better in this thing, since you have to be here.